please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live.
What's going on, everybody? It's John here from Off the Wall Hockey, joined by the great SteelFlyers. And we're doing a little introduction show today to talk about the show that I have coming up here on SteelFlyers Network. That's going to be a really, really fun hockey show for all you hockey fans out there. We're going to be bringing you some of the best content available online related to hockey and the NHL. And I'm really excited to get started. We're getting close. It's going to be coming soon. And it's going to be a weekly live show, 2 hours long. We're going to have all kinds of hockey-related topics. We'll hopefully have some guests on. And it's going to be a really, really fun time each and every week here on the Off the Wall Hockey Show. So, Steel, can't thank you enough for bringing me in here to SteelFlyers and letting me become part of the team here. And I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun.
You got it, my man, for sure. When I first started checking things out here and I started watching John from Off the Wall Hockey, he was calling hockey games. I was like, wow, this guy's really good. I thought Tampa Bay was his favorite team because I watched his Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final call there with Tampa Bay against Dallas, and I thought Tampa Bay was your favorite team. He's like, no, man, I'm Boston. I was like, well, man, you knew everybody's name on the team. All right, cool. So we are very pleased to allow John to come on to the show here. And what we would like to do is try to come up with a show here that we're going to call Off the Wall Hockey, based off of John and all his great content and all his great information. And we're going to put together a 2-hour show for y'all on prime time. We're going to cover maybe the top 3 games of the week. We'll cover maybe the top 3 stories of the week. We'll get into rivalry games. We'll get into the top 3 stars of the week. And, like he said, we might have some guests too. So we're hoping that maybe in December, fingers crossed, right?
Yep.
Fingers crossed we can get
a
live show out here for you guys, hopefully here soon. We've been brainstorming, so you know. We wanted to come out and give you guys this intro show. And let you know that you can go to www.steelflyers.com/links/offthewallhockey. It's right down there in the little graphic right there. You can go to that page there and you can check out all of John's content. It's a link right to his YouTube page. And we're also going to set it up so that John will be able to post some articles and some blogs, and you can get into some great conversations with John and be able to have access to John right then and there. You'll be able to subscribe to his YouTube channel right there from the same page there on SteelFlyers. You can go right to SteelFlyers and get everything you need from Off the Wall Hockey.
Yes.
Once we get the show rolling, yeah, man, you'll be able to catch the show right there too on Off the Wall Hockey page as well too. So, John, why don't you tell me something, man?
Yes.
What got you into calling hockey? I mean, what brought you to this hockey world, man? I thought you were kind of this reserved guy, man. Now here you are in front of the camera, and you know, you got all these people following. You're calling games, my man.
Yes.
You're doing the dream, my brother.
Yeah, hockey's always been my favorite sport. I've always been a huge hockey fan ever since I was a little kid. I played hockey growing up all the way through high school. And this whole YouTube thing started just senior year of college. I was in my dorm room, and I had no clue what I wanted to do. And
none of us in college know what we want to do, man. So you're not alone.
But I was in school. I had no idea what I really wanted to do with my life, and I saw some other YouTubers, just talking about hockey on YouTube, and I started watching some of their videos, and I was like, man, that'd be really cool just to try and do something like that myself, and just talk about the sport that I literally follow so closely and watch every single game that I possibly can, and just started doing some videos in my dorm room, and if my early videos are not good,
well, you know,
I was never an in front of the camera type person,
right.
But over the last few years of doing this, I've just gotten better and better at it and done, stuck with it, kept doing videos, and now it's grown into something that's a lot bigger than I ever thought it was going to be when I first started.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm glad you kept up with it. I for one, am glad you kept up with it. That's for sure, man. Because man, you got great time. You got great presence. I really like your style, and that's why we've teamed up so that we can bring you some of the best of the NHL. Okay, with your knowledge and with a little bit of my personality here.
Yep.
I think we're going to be able to bring you guys a really good quality 2-hour show. And so I really can't thank you enough, John, for joining into SteelFlyers. We have a lot of things going on here right now. And one of the things that I approached you about was, hey, would you like to do a show? You know what I mean? And because of all the content you have and everything like that. And I think that this is going to be something that not a lot of people are doing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for hopping onto this, man. Ever since we started talking, man, every time we talk, it's always a good conversation. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. And I thank you very much for coming and asking me to have a show. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And I was very interested when you first said that when we first met. And I can't wait. I'm really, really excited about it.
I know, because the type of content that we're talking about here, we're talking about the top 3 stories of the NHL for that entire for that week, the entire NHL. So
Yes.
you're covering all 31 teams. Well, soon to be 32.
Gonna be 32
Gonna be
really
32
soon here.
right? Okay. So the show's gonna cover all 32 teams. Okay. Once the Kraken gets released.
Yep.
And we're going to be able to bring you all the stories from the NHL. We're going to bring you all the transactions that happen between teams, the top transactions between teams. We'll give you the top 3 stars of the week, who we think are the top 3 stars of the week. Okay, and also the top rivalry game of the week. Man, I'm looking forward to some of these segments, man, because there's some really good rivalry games out there that we love to watch and love to talk about, and I can't wait to get into some of that stuff, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this show is going to be very segmented, and we're going to have some reoccurring segments that will be there every week. And I think the plan is to start the show with the big stories, the big things happening in the NHL that particular week, and then we'll have things like games of the week, rivalry matchups to look at, stars of the week, things like that. Some more regular segments that will be the same segment, but obviously talking about different teams and different players each week. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be 2 hours of hockey content that hockey fans are going to be interested in and want to listen to and want to pay attention to. And it's gonna be solely in everything NHL, everything hockey, and won't be going off on tangents and talking about the weekend. And
okay, we can talk about hockey tangents.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, but it will be all hockey.
Yeah. Right.
So
See,
if you want to know what I did on Friday night, don't come to this show, because I'm going to be talking about things that actually are important and happened in the NHL and important hockey related stuff, and we're going to jam pack as much information and as much entertainment into this 2 hours that we can.
I mean, you got to have a little bit of fun, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You can't just be all stiff and reading things off a prompter. That's not how it goes.
No, it's going to be a fun show.
Yeah, I think so too. But exactly with what you said there, John, we want to make it so that your children can watch the show. We want to make it so that little Mary and little Johnny can sit there with mom and dad and watch the show and be just as entertained and just as informed. We're about the integrity of the story here on the show, and we're about the integrity of the story here at SteelFlyers. We don't substantiate rumors, and if you cannot back up your sources, then I don't care what you think it is or whatever, unless you preface it with saying this is your opinion. Okay, we're not an editorial here. This is not an opinion board. This is about facts. Okay, and this is about hockey facts. That's what this show is going to be about, hockey facts. So I'm really glad you pointed that out, because That's what I would really like to see this be, is something that is really fun for the viewers, where they can get some knowledge. They might even learn something about the game, and then learn about what's going on in the game and who's playing and what teams and what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not a big rumors guy, and people who follow my channel know that I don't do those kinds of videos.
Exactly.
And I'm that's just not what I do. There's plenty of websites out there that do that, and I don't even pay attention to them because most of it, 90% of the time, it's complete garbage to begin with.
Pretty much.
So,
But, I didn't want to say that, but, look, everybody has their niche. Okay, if you want to read about rumors and you want to get all excited about that, cool. But we're here about the facts. We're here about the integrity of the game. We're here about the integrity of the information that we're delivering to you. Mm-hmm. And we try to do our very best to research those facts to make sure that we're giving you the truth. Make sure we're giving you the real facts. Okay, so that's what we're all about. John, man, I'll tell you what. I can't wait for the first show. What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get this thing going and get this show running off the ground here.
I know.
It's going to be a really, really fun time, and I'm super excited to finally get going.
I know. We wanted to give you guys this introduction show so that you could get introduced to us and kind of get an idea of what we're going to be talking about on the show and kind of get a look and feel of things and everything like that. So that's going to be us. John's going to be your host. I'm going to be SteelFlyers, the co-host, riding shotgun. And we're just going to be all things hockey. And it's going to be 2 hours. There's going to be segments in the show where we'll cover different sections. And each week we'll try to give you the best that we possibly can. And I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Me as well. And this is a tremendous opportunity, I think, for me and SteelFlyers to hopefully this comes together and really grows into something big and a really, really fun show that a lot of people are interested in checking out for sure.
For sure. I agree. I'll tell you what, man, I can't thank you enough, John, for joining SteelFlyers. I can't thank you enough for helping me put this together and kind of helping to make my dream come true. My dream is to be able to put out some live shows about sports that are about sports. Okay, we don't care about what side of the aisle you're on. We don't care what your opinions are. We care about what sports and the facts about sports. And that's what we're trying to do here. So, with that being said, be looking forward to some more great off-the-wall hockey stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out soon. We're going to try to get a show out for you in December. At least one show out. We'll try to get one out.
Yeah.
Being the holidays and everything, so we'll try to get a show out for you in December. Stay tuned to the Twitter and to the Facebook, and we'll let you know when that show's coming out, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, John, can't thank you enough, my man. This has been really great. I'm really glad we had an opportunity to do this. So you can follow me on Twitter at SteelFlyers52, and you can also check everything else out on www.steelflyers.com.